Welcome in, everybody. It is Main Street Today time, and it is a packed show. And we're going to start out with one of my very favorite subjects, and that is horse rescue, horse sanctuary, and a big old tax sale this weekend. From Safe Harbor, and Elizabeth Howe joins us. Hi, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Devin. How are you?
I'm just fabulous. And when I see a tax sale, I get all excited.
Well, we're excited. The weather's finally going to cooperate for us to pull this off. And we're going to have a whole lot of stuff, actually, ironically, that Josh and Jana Lyons donated before they moved off to Arizona. And it's being hosted on the farm that they sold. So we're going to have a big old time. We've got some other vendors bringing some tack. We have a vendor bringing some jewelry and items that she hand makes. And we have a baker bringing some cupcakes and other delicious things to make us all fat. So.
Well, Safe Harbor, tell people a little bit about what Safe Harbor does.
So Safe Harbor is a horse and livestock rescue. It's been in existence for 7 or 8 years now, and it was actually founded by some folks who were helping with dog rescue and going out to these farms, and there were goats and horses and donkeys and animals that local animal controls just don't have anywhere to put or house. So that's how Safe Harbor was founded. Nowadays, we mostly do horses and ponies and minis. We network other animals to other rescues. There's a donkey specific rescue down in Franklin that does a fabulous job, and she has all the knowledge to rehome them properly.
Jenny Eastep?
Is Jenny Eastep. So we work a lot with Jenny. And we work with local law enforcement on the neglect cases, but then we also work with private owners. Last year we had quite a few owners due to COVID that couldn't afford their horses or needing help finding somewhere for them to go. And then we're also a lifetime home for whatever we adopt out. So if someone outgrows the horse that they have, or has a cross-country move, or has some other reason that they can't keep the horse that they adopted, we will bring them back, or we will assist in finding them a new home under our lifetime contract to make sure that they never end up in a bad situation again.
Yeah, people don't realize that it's so easy, especially if you take a horse to an auction or things like that. There are other ways to handle it. Let's talk about this beautiful saddlebred. She's going to be at the tax sale in Cross Plains this weekend.
So this is Paisley, and Paisley and her brother were actually given away for free on Craigslist around Christmas time, not this year, but a year ago, to someone who had never owned horses before. And saddlebreds are kind of unique. They're kind of like thoroughbred squared as far as the care that they need and the temperament that they have. So it's not a real good choice for a first-time horse owner that has no idea how to handle them or feed them or anything like that. So one of our volunteers actually noticed them and approached the owner about putting them in a more appropriate situation. And so that's how Charlie and Paisley came to live with us. I actually fostered Charlie, and he may die with me. I love him to death. But they definitely are very unique personalities and have very specific care needs. They're both lightly rideable for an experienced person. And they're doing super, super well. They both have just a little bit more weight to gain. It took them a few months just to settle in and start eating again the way that they should. So, but they look great. Their coats are great. They're fairly easy to handle. They feed off of your nervous energy. So they really need somebody that's comfortable around horses to be their walkers.
Yeah, I've always been a Tennessee Walker girl, and I did a rescue because there was a saddlebred that spoke to me. I saw her picture, and she got pulled off a kill truck, and it took me the better part of a year to make her look like a horse again.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And the personality between a walking horse and a saddlebred is like night and day.
Oh yeah, she immediately took over, and she is the lead mare, and she's a lot. Her name, she's Rita Hayworth.
Oh wow.
But, let's talk a little bit and give everybody the details on where they can go. And I know that if you go to Safe Harbor Rescue, you're going to get to see this girl on Saturday. What time does the tax sale start?
So it's 10 to 3, and the address is 8606 Guthrie Court in Cross Plains. It's right off 31 as you're coming out of White House, or if you take that Cross Plains exit off of I-65, it's about a mile up from the four-way there at the Dollar General. Mm-hmm. We'll have signs out by the road. We'll have a sign out by the driveway. It's basically at the end of a dead-end road. And you can go to, our Facebook is at Safe Harbor Sanctuary. Our website is safeharborhorses.org. And we've got information. Well, we'll have information on the website. I haven't put it on there yet, but it is on the Facebook page.
Go to the Facebook page. It is filled with all sorts of good stuff. And you can actually see Paisley being ridden around by a young, experienced rider.
Young, experienced rider, yes.
Yeah, I go, young and experienced is a nice combination when you're going to ride a saddlebred. I'm just saying.
Definitely.
I laugh because I said, I know that Rita's probably too much horse for me, but at the same time, she's not too much horse for me to love.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you, Elizabeth. I love what you do. Thank you for all you do for the horses.
Thank you for having me on today, Devin. I really appreciate it.
Take care. We're going to take a look at our new segment, Hey, What They Buildin'. Hey, What They Buildin' is our new real estate segment, and we share some of the big news for buildings, houses, townhomes, new builds, renovations, open houses, and more. If you're a builder or realtor, or you just have a house to sell, let us know right here at Main Street Media. In Forbes, a story this month shared that Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae announced that they will buy fewer second home and investment mortgages. And that news is now raising concerns for consumers as well as for real estate professionals. And in U.S. news, there's a report that a few trends happening late this summer in real estate will include interest rates may rise slightly, but they're expected to remain relatively low. Home inventory will increase, but it will stay a seller's market. Home buyers will still be focused in the suburbs, but interest in city living will see some revival. Rental assistance will ease some eviction worries for renters, but the financial impact of the pandemic will be long-lasting. Basically, inventory of homes to buy is still low, so builders have never had a better time for new construction. So let's take a look at a newer build in Clarksville, Tennessee, voted one of the best places to live in the whole United States. Yeah, we know, Clarksville rocks. This property is repped by the KP team. Kayla Pearson, Century 21. Have a look. We love to share all the places in the mid-state. Our Main Street Clarksville paper has a lot of information about the changes in that community. And if you want to find it first, follow us also at Main Street Clarksville on Facebook. It is Mental Health Awareness Month, and there are places all over the state that are using the hashtag Silence the Shame TN. And we're going to find out a little bit more about an organization called Celebrate Recovery. And when we get finished with hearing about Celebrate Recovery and kind of what they do, we're going to hear from a song from a wonderful minister in Celebrate Recovery. He's a singer, he's a songwriter. His name is Ken Harrell. And we're going to play a song that really kind of encompasses what happens in Celebrate Recovery. Silence the Shame TN, Mental Health Awareness Month. Give a listen.
My name is Jesse Goolish, and I'm currently serving as the ministry leader at Celebrate Recovery at TVCC.
My name is Lori Roberts, and I am the director of Phases to Freedom Life Recovery Program.
My name is Melanie Denton, and I'm the assistant administrator of the Life Recovery Program.
My name's Israel Melton, and I've been in recovery for 15 years. And I have mild anxiety. I guess drug addiction led to poverty.
My name is Missy Hamilton. I have depression, severe social anxiety, a touch of bipolar, and a whole lot of social, every kind of issue. I don't do well in front of people at all. As far back as I can remember, I felt depressed, sad, no reason. I would just sit and cry when I was a little kid, and my mom would get so mad because nobody knew why I was crying. As I've become into adulthood, I started describing myself as normal people wake up every day, kind of in a good mood, and then you have an occasional bad day. Mine's just the opposite. I would wake up frazzled every day and every now and then just be happy. And I was like, oh, this is what being happy is about.
In brief, my story is I was raised correctly, no issues, no drugs in the family. Started using at probably 13. My gateway drug was alcohol. And through time, I went from drinking to smoking marijuana, and then it went to pills. And at the latter days of my addiction, I was on methamphetamine and Oxycontin. Those led to me basically giving away everything I loved because I loved the drugs more than the things that were important to me at the time. At the end, I'm living in a cotton gin, using the bathroom in a 5-gallon bucket, and I felt like I had it going on. Best way I know to describe it is I was physically sick, emotionally numb, and spiritually bankrupt. I
finally decided I needed some help, and I started seeing a therapist, and he started connecting the dots for me that it was not me, I was not crazy. It was because of my childhood. Chaos, alcohol, drugs, domestic violence, constantly. And when I thought back about that coincided with when I started realizing I was sad all the time. I realized early that this was not going to get better by laying on the couch.
I believe God intervened and put the police and the legal system there to make it almost impossible for me to do anything on my will, because left up to my will, I would have failed. If it was just up to me to quit, I don't believe I would have ever hit the rock bottom I needed before I died.
One of the scariest things is to walk up to a recovery program for the first time, and that's for anybody with any struggle. You know, how do I walk in the door? I obviously know from my first night, from my first time, everybody who goes went for the first time, and that can be intimidating at first. Celebrate Recovery is a Christ-centered recovery program, 12-step recovery program where people can come find freedom from all types of hurts, hang-ups, and habits.
We serve people in our community and other communities that have issues with homelessness, addiction, domestic violence, just life recovery, learning how to live.
The overall goal of our program is for all the ones that come through our program live out on their own and never have to go back down any of these roads again.
The CDC reports that over 50% of all adults will experience some form of mental health illness sometime in their life. And that pretty much means that everybody will be affected, either personally or by somebody they know.
In our program, we have never turned anyone away. We are here for you, even if it's just to talk. We ourselves have been there. I have been homeless. I was addicted to drugs. I was an alcoholic at one time in my life, and I've been through all the abuse that you could imagine.
There's nothing we haven't been through, so there's no judgment, and we're here to help you to start over and learn how to live life.
Helping other people helps me. I help other people that suffer from these same things, that suffer from addiction, that are in poverty. That's everything that I do at my job.
April 4th of this year, I've been in recovery and completely sober for 15 years. And I would want people to know that there is hope.
If I could have anything, my wish is that every person, every family would not hide it. Walk out on that podium and say, it is in my family. We got past it. You can get past it. Depression, addiction has no discrimination. It's every gender, every race, every socioeconomic status out there. If all of us would just come together and say, that's me, maybe we could encourage somebody else to step up and get help.
Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Accept help. Accept that people are not going to understand, and that's okay. Quit worrying about being understood. Worry more about understanding what's going on with you. I'm a prime example. I'm a single dad. I raise all of my kids. I have full custody of my kids. I'm a productive member of society. And if I can do it, anybody can do it.
You do have hope for a better tomorrow. You can find peace.
There's a place that I know. It's like a house full of loneliness, full of pain and fear and old regrets. And I pray and I hope that I won't ever go back, 'cause I'm more than my past. No, I'll never again walk through that door, 'cause I don't live there anymore. My life is so much more than feeling guilty all the time in this prison in my mind. My truth, it sets me free. I get to be a brand new me, and I won't go back where God has closed the door. 'Cause I don't live there anymore. Now I live in victory, powerful and justified, made on purpose for such a time as this. And I believe these broken pieces, broken chains can stay right there at that old place. No, I'll never be who I was before, 'cause I don't live there anymore. My life is so much more than feeling guilty all the time in this prison in my mind. My truth, it sets me free. I get to be a brand new me, and I won't go back where God has closed the door. No, 'cause I don't live there anymore.
That song is from Ken Harrell, who's an amazing speaker and singer on the Celebrate Recovery Circuit. And if you want him to come to your church, check out Ken Harrell Music. And we're going to check out a really cool thing happening in Portland. If you have children or grandkids, or even if you don't, you want to be part of helping kids read. And Kimberly Rice is with us today. Kimberly, from our Portland Sun area of the country. How are you today?
I'm doing quite well, thank you. How are you?
I'm so wonderful, and I'm so excited to talk about books and reading for a really great organization. Here's your logo that is on your Facebook page. Tell me a little bit about how you started this organization. I'm sorry, can I get you hold on? I hate this. I'm at work. Hang on just a minute. No. Go right ahead. What she's part of is the Kids Book Drive, and it's going to be taking place in Portland, Tennessee. And it is throughout the week. And one of the things that they're going to do, she has a Facebook page, and it is called An Open Book for Kids. And no worries. Hey, look, this is our new whatever. I don't know if it's new normal or not, but it is new. It's what we have to deal with it every day. Yes. And we appreciate you being with us. Now, we talked about an open book. When did you start this group?
I recently just started it last week, to be honest with you.
This is brand new then.
It is brand new. I work for First Baptist Church here in Portland. And we are getting ready to begin our kids' summer feeding program. And what we do is we go to 5 or 6 different areas of Portland, and we gather the kids in that area. We do a Bible story, we give them lunch, and we do a craft with them. And I just thought it would be a great idea to also give these kids a book to take home with them. Oh. We have so many kids in our area that are not able to get to the library and do things like that during the summer. So reading is so important. A lot of kids, they fall back on reading, between end of school year and the beginning of the next school year. So this is a way for them to take a book home each week. So we meet twice a week. So they will get 2 books a week that they can take home. Oh. These are their books to keep. So they can start their own little library. They can share these books with their siblings, or if they want to exchange them with friends, they can do that. And they can also, if they've finished reading the book and they'd like to, they can bring it back and they can exchange it for a different one. So just trying to get kids reading more, to encourage reading for pleasure, not just having to read because of being in a class. And it's the foundation of education. It's literacy. It's so important.
There's some fun facts that you put down on your Facebook page, An Open Book for Kids, fun ideas to encourage reading. And a lot of them are read to your kids. Literally have that time, turn off all the other stuff. Or if you don't literally have time, get them involved in when you're driving around, instead of listening to music or whatever, put on a podcast with a book reading, or children's books. They have podcasts all over that they can be read to.
Yes, they really do. I mean, you can go on the library websites, a lot of them, and download reading material. So you can listen to it as well. And that's really just as important as reading, having somebody read to you and just spending that time listening, and because it's vocabulary, it's, understanding, it's all these different things rolled into one. So it's really important.
Well, Kimberly, you have a lofty goal. How do people bring you the books, and where can they bring you the books, or how do they get in touch with you?
They can either call me 615-815-7709, or they can go on the Facebook page, An Open Book for Kids, and message me on there, and I will be glad to come and pick the books up. Or you can drop them off at First Baptist Church.
First Baptist Church, Portland, Tennessee. Yes. Kimberly Rice, thank you for your time today. And thank you for doing this, because you're right. How many kids are in your program? Just a rough general.
It varies. I mean, we do this every summer. This is the first time I'm doing the book drive, but anywhere between 50 to 150 kids each week. It just, it varies.
That's a huge number. That really is a huge number. And you're feeding these children, you're feeding their spirits, their souls, and you're giving them books to read when they take home. Exactly. A beautiful, beautiful thing. And we want to help. So I know all my people in the Portland Sun area, and maybe you're outside that area. Maybe you're in Sumner County. Portland is a beautiful place to go. They just had the biggest strawberry festival of the history of the whole thing.
We sure did.
And, Portland is more than strawberries. It's big hearts like yours, Kimberly. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you. I'd like to expand this program as well after we do the summer feeding program, and, give the elementary schools and give to shelters. And we do a backpack program during the school year, and we have blessing boxes around the area. I'd like to put books in there. So I'd like to keep this as an ongoing book drive.
This is amazing. Well, thank you for all you do. And we just encourage you, and keep us updated on how everything's going, would you?
I will do that.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. It's National Pet Month, and lots of places are celebrating and offering discounts or special treats. Our friends at Houndstown Nashville is entering every pup that plays or stays during the month of May a chance in their raffle. At the end of the month, one winner will receive a free week of daycare and a spa bath. Our friends at BarkBox has a great affiliate program. Did you know about that? You can help support your rescue or pet business by applying for a unique promo code, and you get paid for every subscription you get signed up with it. Join the Bark affiliate programs by going to barkbox.com/affiliate programs. Our affiliate programs allow you to promote BarkBox and Super Chewer monthly plans with unique toys and all natural treats. You can earn a commission, you can stay up to date on promotions, and the joining is free. Barkbox.com to apply. It's easy. And there are all sorts of deals the entire month of May for National Pet Month. Chewy, 1-800-PET-MEDS, Purina, Amazon, really anywhere you might imagine pet products being. They're celebrating with bargains. To find an entire list, just check out retailmenot.com for their ultimate National Pet Month deals. You know me. Always looking for a bargain, especially when it comes to our furry friends. And I'm going to find one, retailmenot.com/ultimate pet list. And if you want to do something great, on Saturdays, I host Backstage Nashville. It is at 12:30 at 3rd and Lindsley. It is hard to get tickets because it sells out every week, and this one is no different. It's got Chris Wallen and Ray Stevenson and a new young lady named S.J. McDonald who will be there, and of course, Lee Roy Parnell. And we're going to close the show with him. BackstageNashville.net is how you get tickets to that. Remember, be safe and be kind. And remember, most of all, you are loved.
1, 2, 3. cry. Say your tears will be alone tonight. Why are you crying? If we're not too far gone, we can fix what went wrong. I know our hearts were whole when I was with you, baby. And if we've been not broke, I know there's still some hope. It's too good to let this go. I'm hanging on if we're not too far gone. Others leave when they've had enough. Go out and try and find a better love. End up lonely when the sun comes up. Living with regret, but we ain't there yet. So let's just find a way to work this out. Beat on the common ground somehow. 'Cause you're the one thing I can't live without. If there's a spark inside, it's worth a try. If we're not too far gone, we can fix what went wrong. I know our hearts were whole when I was with you, baby, and you were with me, baby. If we're just not broke, I know there's still some hope. It's too good to let this go. So I'm hanging on if we're not too far gone. To the cold and the nights, yeah, the darkness made me see. I could waste my time on someone else, but there ain't no other you and me. Oh, you and me, yeah. Been not broke, I know there's still